Welcome to Car Swag. Some cars just exist. They blend in, get you from A to B, and collect dust in the driveway. Then there are the cars that show up, throw a wrench in the whole automotive game, and demand your full attention. We're talking about the 1992 Toyota MR2 Turbo, the street fighter in a tuxedo, the mid-engine menace that Toyota accidentally let loose on the world. This wasn't just a car, it was a statement. A wink and a nod to anyone who thought a Toyota couldn't get your heart rate jumping like a broken speedometer. Back in the day, Toyota was known for reliability, sensible shoes, and making sure your grandma got to bingo on time. But then, something shifted. They got a little frisky. They started building cars that looked like they belonged in a poster on a teenager's wall, not in the grocery store parking lot. The first Mr. 2, the AW11, was already a cheeky little number. It was light, it was nimble, it had pop-up headlights that screamed party in the 80s. It was the automotive equivalent of that super smart, slightly nerdy kid who could actually dunk a basketball. But it was still, polite. Then came the SW20, and specifically the 1992 Turbo model. This wasn't a polite kid anymore. This was the glow-up of the century. The AW11 was a fun go-kart. The SW20 Turbo? That was a go-kart that decided it wanted to challenge Ferrari to a drag race. The lines got smoother, curvier, more aggressive. It shed its slightly angular, origami-like predecessor for something that looked like it had been sculpted by the wind and a serious dose of Italian espresso. People saw those hips, that low stance, the side intakes, and immediately thought, wait, is that a baby Ferrari? Did someone forget to tell the badge? This was pure 90s JDM Swagger, bottled and poured into a compact mid-engine package. The pop-up headlights were still there, thankfully, because some things are just sacred. And the T-tops? The T-tops. That was your personal invitation to let the wind mess up your hair while the turbocharger messed with your perception of speed. It was about cruising with style, knowing you had a secret weapon under that rear deck leg. This car wasn't just a looker, it was a conversation starter, a head turner, and frankly, a bit of a tease. Now let's talk personality, because this car had more of it than a reality TV star with a brand deal. The mid-engine layout wasn't just for show, it was the heart of its identity. It meant balance, it meant agility, and it meant that if you weren't paying attention, it would teach you a very quick, very expensive lesson. This car didn't suffer fools gladly. It demanded respect, commitment, and maybe a little bit of fear. The sleeper energy meter on this thing wasn't just high, it was off the charts. It looked like a fun little sports car, but it packed a punch that could rearrange your organs. That turbocharger wasn't just an option, it was a declaration of intent. Suddenly, this sleek Japanese coupe wasn't just about carving corners, it was about rocketing out of them. The boost would hit, and you'd feel that shove in your back, the world blurring just a little bit more than you expected from a Toyota. It was the automotive equivalent of finding out your mild-mannered librarian friend is actually a black belt in Muay Thai. Dad car versus bad car? This was a bad car masquerading as a dad car, only if your dad was secretly a street racer with excellent taste in automotive design. It was a wolf in sheep's clothing, and the sheep were made of really, really nice Italian leather. This car had a reputation, and for good reason. The combination of a short wheelbase, a mid-engine layout, and a sudden surge of turbocharged power meant it could be a handful if you got greedy. Snap Oversteer wasn't just a rumor, it was a rite of passage. It was the car telling you, hey, I'm here to have fun, but I'm also here to remind you who's boss. It taught you precision, throttle control, and the importance of not being a hero on public roads. But when you got it right, when you danced with it, it was an experience unlike almost anything else you could buy for the money. It was pure, unadulterated driving joy, seasoned with a healthy dose of don't mess up. Culturally, the MR2 Turbo fit right into the burgeoning and JDM scene of the 90s. It wasn't quite the Supra or the Skyline in terms of raw power, but it had an exotic appeal that none of its front-engine rear-wheel drive brethren could match. It was the underdog with a secret weapon, the car that punched above its weight class and looked damn good doing it. It was the kind of car that made you question everything you thought you knew about Japanese performance. It was a poster car for a generation that was just discovering the thrill of forced induction and precision engineering. Would you daily it? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? On one hand, it's a Toyota, generally reliable, well-built. On the other hand, it's a two-seater, mid-engine, turbocharged beast with a reputation for being a bit of a handful. It's not exactly the car you load up with groceries and the kids' soccer gear. This is a car for the open road, for weekend blasts, for showing up at the local car meet and watching jaws drop. It's a car that says, I choose fun over practicality, and I'm okay with that. It's a car for the enthusiast who values a direct, unfiltered driving experience, even if it means sacrificing a little bit of comfort. You might daily it, but you'd be dailying a legend, and legends sometimes demand a little extra from you. So, what do we make of the 1992 Toyota MR2 Turbo? It's a masterpiece of misdirection. It's a car that looked like a sleek, sensible coupe, but drove like something designed for the track. It's a testament to a time when car manufacturers were willing to take risks to build something truly special without breaking the bank. It's a reminder that true driving excitement doesn't always come with a six-figure price tag or a European badge. It's a mid-engine marvel, a turbo terror, and a certified classic. It's the car that proved Toyota could build something with soul, something with an edge, something that could make you smile and white-knuckle the steering wheel all at the same time. The MR2 Turbo wasn't just good, it was a legend in its own time, and it still holds up today as one of the most engaging and exciting cars to ever wear a Toyota badge. Hit subscribe at @cr._swag. More legends to roast and toast, one clean photo at a time.